Welcome to Cross Correspondence, the third episode of AussiAntix. I'm Manuela Pless. And you may find the title of today's show a bit curious. Well, relax, we're not really cross, at least not yet. But we are all correspondents, and today we'll be sharing our respective trials and tribulations in crossing the Pacific. We'll see if it makes us cross as in angry, or cross as in collide, or cross pray for help, or just cross meet in the middle, or what. Anyway, I promise you'll find the anecdotes of my prestigious guests particularly entertaining. Ken Burslem is the LA correspondent for the Pacific Television Centre here in Los Angeles. He was originally sent as a staff correspondent for Australia's Network 10 to cover the Olympics in 1984. Well, he's won some kind of marathon because he's been here ever since. Jenny Cooney is the LA-based staff correspondent for Australia's premier mega movie mag. It's called TV Week, as well as its English nemesis, Empire magazine. She also dabs in radio and TV entertainment reporting from time to time to Australia, Hong Kong and the UK. John Michael Housen was a pioneer of entertainment reporting in Australia, and he's going to tell us what a hard sell that used to be. You've seen him stateside on the Joan Rivers show, and John Michael seems to actually have a finger in every pie. He's currently writing a book, and in fact he's just sold a TV show to the Discovery Channel. He also reports to Australia regularly for Network 10 and weekly on a high-rated radio talk show, a gig, incidentally, he stole from yours truly. So maybe it's me that's the cross correspondent.
Because quite often it didn't, and all the hard work could be lost in that.
But on the other hand, I guess the good point about that was that you didn't have to vie for positioning like you do now. I mean, there's so much competition and you've got to get it like straight away.
Oh yeah, I mean, you were treated very well when you came here because, you know, the fact that you'd come over, and they used to think you were an oddity, the fact that you'd come from Australia, you know, it was like no one knew what you were talking about.
They still think I'm an oddity.
Well,
I don't know about you.
We've all got to put up with that. I mean, we all get people saying, say good day and whatever, and think we're like Paul Hogan, throw a shrimp on the barbie. Australia, from that regard, is a very fortunate country. We are selective and we do get the best.
Okay, well, we could carry on like this all day, and in fact we have at times, haven't we? We usually do, but that's all we've got time for on air today. But I hope you'll be back with us for the next episode of AussiAntix, and if you don't understand what the hell we've been talking about, you can give us a call. Tell us what you think about our accents. You know, we want to know, do you understand us? I want to know, does John Michael sound like a Los Angelino, or does he just sound like it?
What does a Los Angelino sound like?
That's true.
Exactly. What is a Los Angelino?
Yeah.
I'd like to thank you all for being here. It's been great. And we'll continue this next time. A small chauvinistic country town, and another young girl is gang raped. A victim not only of the crime but the system, she's labelled, taunted and left with the shame and stigma of having asked for it by malicious vindictive gossipers. Even the town cop is a lazy, ignorant sexist. Everyone knows what's going on, yet somehow no one knows. This is Shame, the controversial 1985 Australian feature film. It has now been adapted for American audiences by Lifetime Television. I'm Manuela Pless, and welcome to AussiAntix. My guests today both played crucial roles in the adaptation. Joey Plager produced, and Rebecca Soliday wrote the teleplay. Well, we spoke to Deborah Lee Furness, the star of the original movie, before she left for location in Australia, where she still is. So this is what she had to say. I was talking to Rebecca Soliday, the screenwriter for the American version, and she said the subtle changes in portraying the nice guy. In the Australian version, the nice guys were really portrayed more as wimps, whereas here it was okay to be a nice guy, you could still be a man. Is it still a slight of masculinity in Australia to be nice?
It's so interesting. Australia is such a mixture because there is still, I think, that machismo down there. I mean, it's still prevalent. And yet, I don't know if it's made the women tougher that they, you know, because you have all these incredibly strong Australian women.
So that there is still this feeling inside of them, and even in this closed room with a locked door, there's still this feeling of not wanting to be heard, of not wanting this to be known, of not wanting to rock the boat.
So that's what you guys do in the restroom all these times, right?
We trash men, yeah.
Yes. That's why it's called Ladies' Room. Well, it's a very powerful message.
Yeah.
You know, it's a very powerful message, and it's interesting to see that it's so prevalent still, even with all the tools that we've had to expose it.
It was interesting that it was actually Lifetime who was the one who took a chance on this movie.
1 in 3 American women will be rape victims in their lifetime. A rape is committed every minute in this country. Only 1 in 5 are reported. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Now tell me, why LA? I mean, LA seems like such an inappropriate place for an artist to find inspiration, or, I mean, you sort of think of an artist as getting inspired from Portugal or Italy or France or something. Why LA? What do you find here that you can't find in those locations?
Well, I've been to those places. I've been to Europe, and I hadn't been to America before, and LA to me seemed a very obvious place to come. I had a one-man show in Beverly Boulevard last year.
Where was that?
That was a gallery called Studio Raid.
Now you went through a little bit of a different phase at that point, didn't you? Your work went through a little transition period. Let's talk a little bit about how that transpired.
Let's just do 4 more. This is a difficult exercise because you're lifting the weight of your own body. So
and
you
that's quite substantial. Don't forget, this is the before shot. What about if you don't have these machineries? I mean, we've all got a problem with the inner thigh. Is there something we can do at home?
Oh yeah, lots of things.
Oh good, let's have a look at that.
Okay.